What's up everyone, I'm Ben.
And I'm Hurley.
And this is round 5 of the Seektag League Spring 2021, where 6 teams will be competing in the ultimate game of stealth to become...
I can't believe it's round 5.
The winners will be crowned.
It's level 5.
Yeah, it's going to be epic.
That's right, and we've got all this coming up.
In Seektag, you get points if you can spot another player's number without getting seen. The Seektag League is a sneaky tournament with teams of 1 or 2 attempting to score as many points as possible across 6 games.
Okay, so we are about to kick off game 5, second game at Loop. I can't wait for this one.
It's so exciting. I mean, anything we saw last time, anything can happen.
What I love about Loop is that it shakes things up. So, speaking of shaking things up, what are the players going to try to pull out of today?
I mean, so we know that G-Ball has amazing vantage points and tactics. I think that a lot of people need to implement similar sort of gameplays.
Right, so G-Ball actually mentioned that he knows about certain little haunts and sneaky hideaways that he's using.
Constantly using his imagination.
Yeah, and I think Imi's actually picking up on some of what G-Ball's doing.
Which is very impressive.
So they may have some kind of advantage.
Yeah.
What are we thinking about Nav? Currently in first place.
Yeah, love it. Really, I mean, slow and steady, like I always say.
And so then Don't Know, who actually had a great first game at Loop.
Yeah.
And potentially they could be onto something here if they can replicate or build on that.
And if they implement the tactics that they were talking about, then yeah.
Right, I can't wait. Let's do this.
Let's go, let's go.
Let's go. Okay, it's happening. We're into game 5 in the Seektag League. Second time at Loop. 5th time overall. Players are actually
down. 6 seconds to go.
Waiting for the countdown. 3, 2.
This is a scary
1.
time.
Oh, that's not.
I love that sound. No,
So
they have not just bumped into each other immediately.
Immediately. That was on second 0. Nav and Dixie have walked straight into each other.
Oh, damn.
Okay, well, they are neutralized. So Nav can't score off Dixie, Dixie can't score off Nav. That's it.
I suppose that's one less person to worry about, but that's 5 points, juicy points that you could have won.
Right. Although, actually, they're some of the highest scoring players so far. So actually, if they're going to bump into anyone, I mean, it would be difficult to score against Nav, for example.
Yeah, that is true.
So maybe not that much of an issue. Crazy timing, of course, as Dixie heads down to the ground level to work along there. We've got G-Ball moving along the very top of the arena, I think looking for a tag on Impala. Impala being at the top of the forest, at the top of Loop. That's definitely what G-Ball is thinking. If we know G-Ball, he'll definitely be going for a tag like that. Nav setting up in the middle of the arena, right near Origin.
And Dixie's taking what looks like the route to Basie.
Yeah, Dixie's definitely got eyes on Basie, I think, here. If they continue... Oh, okay, considering going back up to the upper level here. Maybe thinking better of actually going in at ground level. So yeah, G-Ball definitely working along towards Impala here. I mean, is this the secret? Are we going to see the secret tactics of G-Ball?
Yeah, this is great. This is great now. Taking notes. Give me a pen.
You got a pen? What do you got? So G-Ball's actually hyper aware. This is very squirrel-like kind of behavior.
It is. I love
really
it.
Hyper aware.
Oh, damn.
No. Okay.
Who's G-Ball? Who is that?
Just don't know.
Damn, don't.
So G-Ball couldn't have planned it. So G-Ball's run straight into Don't Know right by Impala. So G-Ball's got that tag in the bag. There it is, added to the board.
Well, Don't Know able to tag it?
Yeah, no.
Or did they get scared away?
Don't Know will definitely have gone back and tagged Impala. They maybe just haven't actually logged the tag yet.
Okay, fine. We can worry about that later.
Yeah, as G-Ball counter spots them. So G-Ball really didn't see them coming. Who's he got here?
Ooh, that's
this is Flying
good
Fish.
Spot.
Good spot on Flying Fish there.
Completely unaware.
Totally unaware. G-Ball furiously running around, as actually Imi has grabbed a spot on Flying Fish as well. Again, Imi is in a similar place to G-Ball. Completely invisible for us at this point. Imi the Phantom this time.
And she takes the lead.
Imi's grabbed Sig as well, so Imi's actually spotted
good.
both Flying Fish. Yeah, there's the tag from G-Ball on Sig. As G-Ball actually tries to maintain eye contact into where Flying Fish are going. Because of course that tag is only going to be worth something if G-Ball doesn't then get seen by Flying Fish. You have to see somebody and not get seen yourself in order to score 5 points.
Yeah, and you have to, sometimes...
There is Marconius.
Casual.
I mean, this is about 10 meters away.
It's completely unaware. Is Marconius completely unaware?
I mean, you have to remember, they don't know G-Ball is there.
Yeah, that's...
So Marconius and Sig actually tagging Impala there have been drawn in
just having a little seat.
as G-Ball takes a seat, as usual. Very relaxed, taking a moment just to put those numbers in. G-Ball is logging the spot on Marconius there and trying to keep eyes on where they are.
It's interesting to see people's psychology. Like, sometimes I loop round and start following someone because I think they might think that I'm running away from them.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, sometimes
like, there are
the
different
safest...
psychology tactics that you can pull out.
It's fascinating. Actually, G-Ball's just spotted Bonkers of Don't Know there, who is, as she said at the beginning of this league, crawling around on the floor is something she's prepared to do. There is the evidence, everybody. Literally crawling on the floor to stay away from Flying Fish. So at this point, we've got Bonkers and G-Ball on this side of the forest, actually all hiding from Flying Fish. Flying Fish apparently completely unaware that any of them are there, hiding behind these big planters. But that's how the game works. You've got to stay hidden in order to score those points.
I think that Flying Fish are probably just happy that they found the forest.
They found Impala. So Flying Fish very smitten with that as G-Ball heads down to ground level.
Now this is an interesting route, and the one that I certainly have never taken.
I've actually never taken this route either. This is a very interesting play from G-Ball.
This is really off the beaten track here from G-Ball, and this is a rare privilege that we're getting to see this.
So getting this little bit of insight to see through G-Ball's eyes. G-Ball just checking in with the clock there. About 7 minutes left. Actually already approaching the halfway point here as Dixie approaches Basie. So Dixie just basically running in to Basie here.
That's all you can do. In and out quickly, because there are so many. You see that walkway up there? There's so many walkways.
Look at this.
You are so exposed when you head into Basie.
And actually this barrier pretty much meaning you've got to go the long way round.
Yeah.
So yeah, just so many ways to see into Basie. Basie is a bit like a sort of trap. I mean, Dixie...
There could be someone waiting for you when you get in there. It's nothing about this is kind or nice. It's terrifying. It's terrifying.
Honestly, so there's the tag. There's the tag from Dixie on Basie as G-Ball actually is not very far away, just on the other side of that garden-like area. G-Ball is making his way at ground level towards Basie. So Dixie looks like they might be out of there just in time. Crossing the road there on the other side of Basie.
Yeah, you've got to get out of there quick.
Dixie's running back to cover after taking that very bold move down into the basin of Dixie there. Of Basie there. So I'm getting all of my E's mixed up. Actually, G-Ball has just picked up Dixie. Has caught a glimpse. I don't think G-Ball quite knows who that was.
Dixie is far enough away for this not to be a problem, though, as far as I'm aware.
Absolutely, but
they
now
can definitely escape.
Indeed, but now Dixie actually heading up to the higher level, and I don't know if G-Ball might be presuming that Dixie's going to stay on ground level. So this could throw G-Ball if he's not careful. Dixie's got a fantastic view into Basie there. G-Ball's definitely wanting to go for Basie. There it is, just ahead. But Dixie has got this sentry position that would be...
Why do I feel like something's going to happen? This is tense.
I mean, what we're doing here is we're walking into a situation that Dixie has crafted. You know, Dixie is literally overlooking this checkpoint, and actually G-Ball's going to go for it.
This is a good Basie stakeout. This is what we were talking about.
Right. So the only thing that Dixie's improving on here is that Dixie has actually managed to get it before G-Ball. And actually, there's the spot. Dixie handily grabbing G-Ball's number there.
Well executed.
All right, let's take another quick look at that. So here's Dixie's view on that situation. This is a replay, and we can see G-Ball coming out here. Hooning his way across the gardens there, down into Basie, and that's a really good view. Dixie being very careful not to just stand in plain sight here.
Really good.
G-Ball having no idea. So let's take a look at G-Ball's point of view at that exact moment. So I wonder if Jeeble can see Dixie at all. Aha, okay, so there is a glimpse. Potentially, it was possible, but actually there's so much for Jeeble to be thinking about here.
I think he's just focused so much on Basie that he won't just...
Whereabouts?
Quite right. Now, who's Jeeble talking to here? Is this...
No. Someone from the general public did not just...
Okay. So, there is Jeeble. So, he's had a tip-off about Dixie's location. So Jeeble doesn't appear to know exactly where, as Nav is actually now strolling into the area, would you believe, into the middle of this, between the two of them.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm struggling to keep up here.
So let's recap. so Dixie's got this perfect position in as Nav walks in. Dixie's probably going to pick up Nav here, but they've already bumped into each other. So this is of not much consequence to either.
Okay, right.
There indeed.
There he
Nav.
is.
So Dixie's got eyes on Nav there, but it doesn't make too much of a difference to either of them. Now, Jeeble has had a tip-off from someone sitting nearby that he's being watched.
This happened in a couple of games before where we were talking about interactions from the public, and it's like, is this really?
Is this all right?
Like...
And Dixie there saying, he's coming for me. Jeeble is now working his way quickly towards Dixie, and Dixie's going to have a decision to make here. Jeeble is hunting Dixie down at this point.
He needs that counter spot.
Jeeble has locked onto Dixie. Now, the thinking here, look at the speed that Jeeble's moving at as Dixie runs scared down the stairs. Look at that speed top left from Jeeble. So
oh my god.
Dixie is just out of view on the landing below.
No. Oh god, this is so... Dixie is now... Dixie's at the bottom of those stairs.
Right down there where Jeeble is looking. So if you're watching the top two screens here, Jeeble is trying to figure out where Dixie has gone. Now, this isn't an offensive manoeuvre. This isn't to score from Dixie, but it's to prevent Dixie from scoring against Jeeble.
In cold blood. Like, this isn't even a...
Now, you see that on the left there? Dixie is right behind.
I need to hold my breath.
Dixie is right behind the other side of this block. They are about 2 meters apart, and Dixie is standing stock still, waiting to see what Jeeble does. No doubt Dixie can hear Jeeble at this point. What are we about to watch here? As Jeeble runs right in front of Dixie.
Oh my god, Dixie!
And Dixie is going to make a move. The boldest move I've ever seen. Jeeble has seen them at the last possible moment. I don't know what. Let's take another quick look at that. Wow. Okay, so Jeeble is meters from Dixie.
What if Dixie had just stayed there, though?
Look at this. Look at that.
What if Dixie had just stayed there? I wonder would Jeeble have turned around? Like,
Dixie,
what was Dixie thinking?
There's the moment where Jeeble realised. I think Dixie was planning to get in behind that wall, thinking that Jeeble was going to go off ahead.
Mate, that is
outrageous.
How long have we got left?
That is outrageous.
I can't even deal with this.
We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this game.
No.
Turn around and see. Which way were you? Just under the stairs, though.
I can't believe that.
Okay, so Jeeble actually thought that Dixie had gone around the corner towards the road. And that is just absolutely unbelievable. So Jeeble is going to head off.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, as Nav actually gets spotted by Imi. Nav definitely had his eye on the binocular at that point, looking right down towards Origin. And
Tunnel vision.
Imi the Phantom has managed to sneak a spot on Nav. While he's completely distracted, looking right down that long sight line to Origin.
Just look at the teams though here again. Not doing very well. Nothing's really happening.
Teams are really struggling.
Focusing a lot on Dixie.
Teams just really struggling to make loot work.
How they've not been able to do anything, but Imi's still holding her own. It's really great. She was actually at the top a while ago, but she got counter spotted a couple of times, which was brutal.
And actually, Nav sitting in second. 30 seconds left. I think all players are now looking to. Oh, what is Jeeble saying? Jeeble is actually thinking about going for Origin. He's currently about 40 meters out.
This is bold. I mean, you could get spotted so many times.
15 seconds though. Jeebal's got to cover this ground after doing quite a lot of running this game. Here's Origin coming up with 7 seconds. This is going to be extremely tight as he runs right into Don't Know, who are camping out at Origin.
But were they able to tag him before?
And we're into closing.
Oh my god.
I feel like they might have bumped into each other already at this point.
Okay, all right.
Even if they hadn't, I'm not sure that would have been enough time. So Dixie on the move here. The closing checkpoint today is Origin, so all players have to get back to that closing checkpoint before the time runs out if they're going to keep any of the points they've scored. Dixie is going to have to do some work here to make it back. Sounds like Jeebal is not sure that that tag on Origin went through, but indeed it did.
How can you concentrate on anything else after that Dixie and Jeebal interaction?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
I know, right? I mean, we're going to have to talk about that.
That's just crazy.
So as the players are now walking into Origin here, Dixie's actually looking like they're going to make it back as well. But wow. I mean...
Oh my god.
Okay, I mean, let's...
I just can't even begin. That was just too tense and too close, and I just feel like Dixie, I don't know, there was just a moment there where Dixie could have got away with it.
That was absolutely amazing. What an incredible moment of gameplay. And Dixie, I mean, it must have been close. The thing is, so Dixie's plan looked to be to move in behind that wall in the expectation that Jeebal was going to move away in the direction he was looking.
Yeah.
Now, if Jeebal had done that, I think Dixie would have got away with that.
Totally.
Amazingly, would have spotted Jeebal at Basie and survived the hunt and still got away with it. All it was is that Jeebal had this sneaking suspicion that Dixie had gone back towards the road.
Yeah.
And as a result, he walked straight into Dixie. So what could Dixie have done? Look, maybe if they could have been totally silent, maybe they could have crept around back up towards the stairs. But there was maybe 5 seconds there.
Yeah. I mean, Jeebal had decided to turn around. It was just too tense.
That was amazing.
It would have really set them in good stead. Dixie really needed those points. I really wanted Dixie to score.
Right, and I just love that Jeebal set his sights on Dixie. Got a tip-off from a member of the public that he was being watched when he went to Basie.
And ruthlessly hunted them.
A hunt. Just absolutely went for Dixie. Tried to do it quickly too, and it was only Dixie scrambling out of there and down the stairs just in time that got them away.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Absolutely amazing. What an amazing moment.
Yeah.
We are here. It is finally time next week for the final Game 6 at Maya of the Seektag League.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that we've made it.
We've made it.
We survived.
We actually made it, and it's going to be intense.
It's going to be crazy. I'm excited.
So if you want to check that out or see any of our other league content, head to YouTube and search for Seektag.
And if you want to play yourself, go to seektag.com, where you can watch all the videos on why to do it, where to do it, how to do it.
And of course the app.
And the app is free. No money.
That's what free means.
Just use it.
And if you want, you can come along to join us on our free gameplay meetup days in London. So
yeah, come and run around with us.
That is it until the final next week.
Oh my God, I'm gonna wear a suit.
I can't wait. Yeah, wear a suit.
I'm so excited.
You can be the smart one.
Yeah, I will be.
You're always the smart one. So thanks for joining us, and until next time.
Goodbye.
Stay sneaky.